Okay, these guys have been soaking for over 12 hours now. I think they're about ready to go in here.
Yeah, yummy, slippery. Slippery! I'm gonna stick that guy right down in there.
I just want to spin them while going in, make sure they're nice and free.
That's where you get all these things. I'm gonna clean it over. Alrighty, so I have a drain plug on the way. It's supposed to be here today, but before I put the intake manifold on, I want to put the drain bolts in and kind of pour this over the lifters here. See how there's a little bit there. I kind of want it to puddle in this little valley here to keep all on top.
Okie dokie, so the instructions on these say to soak them for at least 30 minutes. They've been soaking for just as long as the lifters, so it's been well over 12 hours. Oh, I can't wait to get these bad boys on there. Okie dokie, I got this torque adapter here. The instructions say it needs to be between 18 and 20 foot-pounds. I did set it to 20, but it set itself back to 19.9. So we're gonna give this guy a try right quick. This thing even working? I haven't used this thing too many times, but I have used it before. Well, why is it not doing? Alright, it took me a second to figure it out, but I think I got it. Easy as pie. Okay, so the same thing for this one. I'm gonna back it off just in case, because it says make sure it's well loose. To me, that's well loose. We're gonna turn that guy so there's no more lash. Right there seems to be no lash to me. Once again, we're gonna come in here, give it a half a turn, and then tighten that guy down. Sorry, I missed with the camera. So now the preload should be set on both of those. according to the instructions that came with these rocker arms. And I don't know if I want to hold a camera for all of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and start working on these. I might record here in a little bit again, but honestly I'm more concerned with doing this correctly than recording it, to be honest with you. Sweet, this just showed up in the mail. Now I can finally put the motor at top dead center because I lost my bolt somehow or another. There was a piece of trash down in there. I pulled it out earlier, right down there, the old pickup. But when I do get all the rocker arms and it in time, I have an oil priming tool that I'm gonna stick in there, and then I'm gonna spin up the oil pump. But like I said, I also hope that the drain plug's coming today, or to order a drain plug because it's probably wherever my original crank bolt is. So just a waiting game for the mail. The tracking says it's supposed to be here today, so I'm depending on that tracking. But I'm gonna go ahead and knock these out and get the motor in time. You might call me crazy for doing the rocker arms before setting the motor in time, but I plan on turning the camshaft very little because it's got assembly grease all over it. So I want to turn it very little to get these installed. I don't want to have to sit there and turn it over and over and over while it's hooked up to the crankshaft. So let's get this done. Okie dokie. I forgot to record a lot. Daniel showed up, so he kind of distracted me. Not Daniel's fault, but and I always love when Daniel shows up. But we have them primed, we have them adjusted, everything's ready to go. Now waiting on RTV that I ordered in the mail so we can install front timing cover here, and then the intake manifold there. We lubed everything up. I poured it on the chain. We stuck this distributor, took it apart, we stuck it down in there, we primed it. We are getting oil on all 16 lifters. I'm kind of excited. Now I'm back to waiting for parts to come in the mail. Hey, do me a favor, go hit the starter. The start stop button. There are no spark plugs in it currently. Yep. Keep going. I don't know. Hey, you can stop, you can stop. They seem to be working. Yeah. We got oil pressure. But like I said, I'm at a standstill till we get spark plugs in the mail, spark plug wires, and RTV, because I ain't having no oil leaks. But probably gonna go help Daniel with his truck. I'm probably just gonna watch and record while he does the fancy work. But I'm kind of excited still. I'm still hoping this thing will crank up this weekend. I'll be back with more video later. So what do we do today then?
Today, we finished prepping by removing the old 50-year-old cab mount and prepping up and looking at the new one. Got to weld the floor pan, got to cut and weld the floor pan in. But it's just a little prep.
It's a Flintstone car.
Something.
Probably should have recorded doing more of it, but good enough.